Destiny, because Borderlands 3 has already been copyrighted.
Say what?
Welcome everybody to our first review on PonZiTV. Of course, my name is Ponzi.
I'm Brido.
And this is PonZiTV. So what is Destiny, you ask? Well, it's actually really simple. You see, man has finally set foot on Mars. We set out, we explored, and floating over the surface was a moon-shaped object known as the Traveler.
So we bring the Traveler back to Earth, and with it, lifespan triples, intelligence grows, culture becomes much, much greater. But the Traveler has a great foe, and of course we have to be the ones to kill it.
The darkness, something that threatens to ruin all life in the universe. The Traveler has fought this foe before, but sadly it becomes weaker and weaker with each fight. Now it is up to us, the Guardians, to stand up and fight for it. From the hills of Earth and Mars to the craters of the Moon and Venus, this game is drop dead gorgeous. You are going to feel like you are actually in that kind of Destiny, Halo-ish cartoonish world, but still it is very welcoming, it is very warm, and it is just all around amazing. Every little detail can be appreciated and loved from the moment you step into the game. Another thing that makes this game really great is even though you could be sitting at home by yourself playing single player, you are never truly actually alone. You could be out roaming the Cosmodrome doing your thing, and there will also be other players in your map, in your game, doing their own thing.
The cool thing about that is imagine you're pinned up against the wall fighting off waves and waves and waves of enemies, and you're doing all you can to keep them back, and all of a sudden some guy comes in and saves the day, kicks back everybody, outflanks them, kicks them in the face, and then when all is said and done and the dust is falling slowly from battle and all you see is your unknown savior out in the distance, and all you can do is give him a cool, walk off, never see him again. It's just so badass.
Another thing we should touch base on is base itself, the tower. Definitely a nice central hub and overworld for the game. Here you can come to get new bounties, get new guns, have the Cryptarch unlock random items that you picked up during the heat of battle. Or, if you're not into stuff like that, just come to relax, talk to some people around with you, and maybe even enjoy a game of soccer.
Get me my ball. Get me my fucking ball. Fuck you. Really?
Some giant ass purple ball that descends from the sky very slowly. And who doesn't like a good dancing montage? Now, even though that's really cool with the tower and everything, the tower also has some bad things about it. You see, one of them being, if you want to talk to somebody on the tower, you have to be in like normal conversation distance. Now that seems pretty fair and pretty reasonable, except everybody's in a private chat or nobody uses their mic at all. So it's kind of pointless, and it just makes the game kind of feel like you're separated from everybody else. Another thing is you have 4 gestures. Literally, wave, sit down, point, and dance. I want you to tell me how the fuck that says coordinate and attack, or anything like that, or meet me here, or let's do it like this, or hey, join my fire team.
Another problem with the game is, while levels 1 through 20 are fun, I mean, you're killing bad guys, you're filling up the EXP bar, you're getting level ups, it's noticeable progress. Anything after that, you have to level up with a stat called Light, which is only in certain pieces of gear, which, due to a faulty loot system, it's just not all that satisfying.
But the loot system screws up more than just the post-20 level grind. You see, for lack of better words, the loot system is, well, pretty much fucked. You'll put in all sorts of different types of effort into the game, and you might only walk out with maybe a white item, a green item, if you're lucky. Some people will go and grind and grind and grind on Crucible, the multiplayer mode, and get nothing. Meanwhile, while Joe Schmo over here is landing legendary engrams like they're going out of style. Just coming from personal experience alone, I have dumped more than 30 hours into my hunter class and I have yet to get a legendary item dropped to me. However, I do have an exotic hand cannon known as the Last Word that I won during Crucible. Now, technically, by default, the chances of me getting that legendary should have happened way sooner than me getting the exotic weapon. But no, I get common items, uncommon items, then this random exotic. Blue system, like I said, is basically fucked. Multiplayer is fast-paced, fun, and thrilling as ever. Bungie returns with their signature map layouts where you always feel like you just might have the advantage in the next fight.
There's 3 of them. I'll take 4. Did you see that? One more.
Zone A neutralized.
Make that another kill.
Now, while I see what Bungie was trying to do in terms of adding some humor to the tower and making things laid back, unfortunately, none of it's really important. And once again, makes for teaming up just kind of near impossible and makes you feel separated with everybody else you're playing with. Even though the game does offer so many great things that I would love to spend all day talking to you about, unfortunately, I think even the biggest offense of this game is that sometimes it just feels plain empty.
Personally, my biggest gripe of the game is, despite how big the levels are, it seems like the game has a difficult time filling all of that empty space. I mean, sure, there's randomly generated strike teams where multiple players can go in and attempt to fight one rather difficult boss, or other little side quests and things to do. But it just doesn't feel full.
You see, the emptiness even goes as far into straying into the story. You see, you're told that the darkness is what's affecting the traveler. However, you later on find out, maybe 3/4 of the way through, that it's not really the darkness but this random race. And it's not even the race itself that is causing this problem. The ending feels rushed, the ending feels rather short, and you don't really feel accomplished when you do beat the game itself. If I can bring any more light to you, Guardians, it's this. Bungie has said that they plan on making this game to have a 10-year cycle, and they are already announcing different and interesting things to bring to the game. We're talking vehicle combat, we're talking the Queen's Wrath, 2 expansion passes, the first one coming out in December of this year. While this game at the beginning does seem to have its faults, it does show promise and it does show a lot of potential.
So, all that being said, I personally don't feel comfortable giving a rating to this particular game, seeing as I have so little experience with it. So I apologize, you're not going to get to see a Frido approval rating, but only a Ponzi number rating.
So with all that being said, from the great gameplay to the beautiful soundtrack to the intense action that always pulls you in, even if it does become a little tedious after so long and unrewarding, I am going to give this game an 8 out of 10 with, now that he's not looking, the Ponzi seal of approval.
I saw that.
You dick. So until next time, this is Ponzi.
And Frido.
And this is PonZiTV.